I'm going to make coffee and lunch while I do this because I am both hungry and in need of my coffee. Hi guys! 2 videos ago I asked you guys what your favorite movies were. And I got quite a few responses. Why am I opening this? I don't need anything from here. Most of you put top 3, which is awesome. Like I said, I couldn't think of 3. I can only ever think of the 2, and then the third one kind of switches depending on what I've seen recently. Speaking of what I've seen recently, yesterday I saw Alice in Wonderland, which was alright. I mean, it's pretty good. We had to see it in 2 dimensions because we only have 1 3D theater. No, we must have 2. 1 or 2, and it was playing How to Train Your Dragon, which I also want to see, and Clash of the Titans, which I do not want to see in 3D. I'll see it in 2D, but apparently the 3D is very rushed. Let me see what you guys replied. Instead of replying to everybody's comments, I'm just going to reply in a video, because I need to do like 12 more of these. So reading my computer, which is right down there. The first reply I got was by B-Sky Pictures. Their favorite movies were number 1, Cloverfield. I've heard good things. I haven't seen Cloverfield. I know it was very shaky, but J.J. Abrams doesn't really do bad things. Number 2, The Science of Sleep. I also have not seen. I heard it was very good. For some reason I haven't, so. And The Signal, I also haven't seen. So I'm sorry, B-Sky Pictures, that I haven't seen any of your favorite films, but I will go out and look for them because I'm sure they're great and I should probably watch them. This isn't getting my coffee done. I'm supposed to be making this as I speak so that my voice is at the camera and then away from the camera and then kind of up here and maybe down over here, just to confuse you. Next, my commenter was Charged 220 or Charged 220 or Charged 220. He said his new favorite movie is Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus is directed by Terry Gilliam, which he mentions, who was part of Monty Python. He's the one that animated all the crazy little, animations. And he's also directed Brazil, and he's tried to direct a movie about Don Quixote, but it kind of was super messed up. And so they made a documentary called Lost in La Mancha about it instead, because of all the crazy weather things and just everything that was going wrong. The actor was sick and anyways, so that's the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. I have only seen the trailers, I haven't seen the movie yet. It looks crazy though. It had Heath Ledger in it. It was actually, I think, his last movie. He actually died in the midst of making the movie. He was still working on it. So they had to find people to replace him. So in the movie, they have Johnny Depp, Jude Law, Colin Farrell, I think that's it, maybe there's someone else, play the same role as Heath Ledger, so it kind of switches throughout the movie, which it wasn't going to do before, but I imagine it's kind of a neat, interesting thing. Again, being the terrible movie person that I am, I guess, I haven't seen it yet, but I will see it. I will write all these movies down and I will seek them out and I will watch them. Ooh. My dad got Havarti, summer sausage, a tomato, lettuce in a giant Ziploc, cheese and mustard. Washing my tomato. Washing my tomato with hot water. Ew. Next comment was by the Viking guy. He said his favorite movie was Avatar. Very good movie. 3D, it seems, was made just so that movie could exist. Just kind of breathtaking, really. It was very, very cool. People are like, oh, it's like Ferngully in space. First of all, super unoriginal comment because everybody says that. And second of all, lots of things are like Ferngully. Lots of things are like Pocahontas. It's a story arc that is very popular. So just leave Avatar alone. Leave Britney alone! Number 2 was Up. He said that it made him cry 3 times. You are not alone. That was the saddest Pixar movie I've ever seen, and it was fantastic. This is being really loud. Shh. Stop percolating. Up was great. I also saw Up in 3D. It was actually my first movie that I saw in the new kind of 3D. Look at the bread that I get. Here's a piece. All right. Oh, it's an end piece. Oh, look, this one's an end piece too. Wow. At least I've got these. What? Oh, it's an end piece. There are 3 end pieces in this bag. This is a normal piece, but it's all dried out. I'm gonna open the other bag of bread. This one's got a hole in it. That's where the mustard's gonna come out. I guess I just won't put mustard on that side. Shut up. Yeah, it was, in the first 10 minutes, it makes you cry, and then it makes you cry again, and then it makes you cry again. But in between bouts of laughter and fun, it really is quite wonderful. If you haven't seen Up, you should see it. Don't be afraid of it because everybody says, oh, it'll make you cry. Don't be afraid to show your emotions. The bits that make you cry are also wonderful, heartwarming bits. I shouldn't say bits like that. And 3, Transformers. He says Transformers was just spiff, because fighting robots pwn. Yes, it's true. Transformers was good for that sort of action. I haven't seen Transformers 2, but it was good for just action robots transforming and fighting and loud noises and explosions and things like that. If you like fighting robots, and who doesn't, Transformers, go see it. The next person to comment was Evil Clown 1986. Well, first of all, his favorite Disney movie is The Lion King. Awesome, well done to you. Number 1, The Never-Ending Story. The thing about The Never-Ending Story is when I was a kid and I first watched it, I absolutely did not like it. And I remember growing up, people would always watch it and I would think, no, I don't like that movie. Maybe it kind of freaked me out. Anyways, I have watched it since, and it is a good movie. I can see why people would love it, but not having grown up with it, because I thought I didn't like it or whatever was going on there, I don't have the same sort of attachment to it that a lot of people I know have. Number 2 is Clockwork Orange. I know it's very popular, and I'm kind of ashamed to admit that I don't think I've actually watched it all. Next, Ghostbusters. Ah yes, Ghostbusters is of course a classic. I don't think I actually watched the Ghostbuster movie when I was little, or I did, but I don't remember. But the cartoon Ghostbusters and toys and stuff were a big part of my child life. But I have seen Ghostbusters since, and of course it's hilarious and awesome and just great. So I agree with you. So going over to my Facebook, where I also posted my video, Melanie said Interview with the Vampire is her favorite movie. I remember not liking it. That's all I can say about it really, because I know I've seen it, but I don't remember seeing it. I know it has Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise and Antonio Banderas, all as vampires. And it's got a little tiny Kirsten Dunst. And finally, my friend Sarah said that The Goonies was her favorite movie. I know a lot of people love it. And when they make references to it, I just kind of sit there silent because I don't want to let them know that I haven't seen it. And she also says that Almost Famous is one of her favorites. I agree. Almost Famous is great. Things happen, and it's good. You should just check it out. I don't know what else to say about it. You should. So I've gone through everyone's favorite movies, and I haven't even finished my sandwich yet. So I'm going to finish that. Ta-da! Oh my god! I forgot to put Havarti on it. That won't do at all. Ta-da! Looks good. Now for some coffee. Excuse me, you're in my way. I need to get a coffee mug, madam. I've got my coffee, I've got my sandwich. I'm gonna go eat it. This has been VEDA Day 19, if you can believe it. Whew, only 11 days to go. If you haven't commented about your favorite movies, keep commenting, because I love to see people's favorite movies, and oftentimes, as you've probably seen, I haven't seen them. So I will go out and search for them. It just gives me other movies to watch. See you tomorrow. Cheers.
Doors locked.
See if I can. Oh.